posted a video a while back about Waggies and how myth versus reality about their growth rate, and you'll read about how slowly these things grow, and I feel that they don't grow that slow, at least in my climate. At this kind of medium size, they seem to grow pretty fast. So I did take measurements of this palm. I'll link that video. And so we're going back to February 15th, so that is 8 months ago, just under 8 months ago. And I felt like this palm had grown quite a bit this summer, and sure enough, so back on February 15th, it had 25 inches of trunk and the overall height was 61 inches. As of today, which I think is October 7th, we are up to 35 inches of trunk and 80 inches overall height. So almost an inch of trunk per month. I'd say that's pretty good. We're actually, no, I lie. That's actually more than that. It's over an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter per month. So that takes us into the realm of kind of Fortunae growth. I'd say on average I get about 18. So this one is probably going to do about 14 or 15 inches of trunk, and it's 80 inches overall height, if you can believe that. So that is just under 7 foot. So that is pretty darn good, I'd say. And it actually had grown quite a bit more than I thought. The beginning of this, in February, this is where the trunk was, all the way down there. So really a nice palm. And yes, they do grow quickly. When they're small, they don't. They kind of seem to need to build a certain amount of mass and then they start to move. This one I think is in a good spot. I think it's in a sweet spot where it gets a good amount of sun throughout the day, but it does not get the hot afternoon sun. And I think it's tapped into this area here used to be very wet before when I had grass on it. So I have not actually watered this palm directly. I've watered the plants around it, and that's about it. And there's no irrigation here, so it's doing quite well. We'll show you the other one. I'll tell you, I looked at some videos, so I was trying to find the numbers, and I'm actually quite shocked. Things have grown significantly this year. This wag here, I have not measured before. I had this one for about 5 years. It went in as a teeny tiny little thing, and I'm telling you, now that's kind of getting up there, it is moving probably just as fast. A lot of nice growth. The fronds on this one are a little bit longer, I think, just because it gets some more shade, but it could just be due to natural variation. And that's probably got close to 2 feet of trunk on it. So once this one gets up above, it's battling with the Schefflera here, but it'll be real nice to be looking at that guy coming out. So Waggies, they do grow fast here in the Pacific Northwest.